So throughout the week, Sean Strickland has been trending a little bit because obviously if you guys have seen the video, which I'm not going to play for you today, long story short, Sean Strickland started crying on Theo Von's podcast because he did go through some childhood trauma that he's been carrying with. So a lot of people are now really kind of riding on Sean Strickland because Sean Strickland, for lack of a better term, is throwing stones from a glass house because Sean Strickland will make fun of anybody, anything. There seems to be no limit from him, right? But now that Sean O'Malley, Dricus du Plessis, Ian Garry are coming after him, he's like, oh no, you don't talk about people's childhood trauma like that, and it's quite unbelievable, to be honest with you. We're going to talk about Sean Strickland in just a second, and we're going to talk about Ian Garry, because Ian Garry actually ended up with a W this. We're going to talk about this in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Oh, man, let's talk about this. So, the inspiration for this video is I want to share this tweet from MMA Orbit with you. Ian Garry just went in on Sean Strickland, and this is what Ian Garry had to say. How the tables have turned. You dish it out in the lowest, most vile manner, but can't take a pinch. You attack my wife innocently and obsessively calling her a pedophile. It's clear to see your childhood trauma showing. You've claimed you were giving me advice before. Well, now it's my turn to return the favor. You should have shut your mouth and focused in the mirror because you have enough serious issues you need to solve. I wish you all the best with them. Don't ever project your pain onto me and my family again. Happy New Year. And this is Ian Machado Garry responding to Sean Strickland not being happy with Dricus du Plessis' press conference comments via MMA Fighting Instagram comments. This is insane. First of all, the thread is completely filled with, oh, Ian Garry's wife roasted Sean Strickland, which, to be honest with you, could be entirely true. I'm still on L Ian Garry train, but but like his wife could have very well wrote that because we all know who kind of runs the entire situation they got going on there. But this did end with an Ian Garry W in my point. Ian Garry completely as a pointer, Ian Garry's wife, whatever it is. I'm just going to keep saying it's Ian Garry. Let's assume Ian Garry did actually write this, although I can really see it being his wife. But again, let's assume it's just Ian Garry. This is what I really don't like about Sean Strickland. He has no problem going the lowest to the low. And he was talking about Ian Garry's wife. He was making, I can't remember who it was. Some fighter died. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but somebody died. And I remember Sean Strickland making a video out of it, joking about it. It doesn't bother me. No, honestly, it doesn't bother me. I just think it's like tasteless kind of humor. And honestly, I don't mind the edgy jokes, especially when you dive into somebody's wife. I find the Xbox Live type trash talk really funny. But what I really don't like about Sean Strickland is the virtue signaling he's got going on right now. Him talking about, well, how dare you talk about what my dad did to me? Like, are you kidding me? I don't even know what to say. This dude, like Ian Garry said, you dish it out in the most lowest, vile manner, but can't take a pinch. That's crazy. That's crazy. I watched a video a little while ago from the MMA guru, and he said that he expected Sean Strickland to respond with oh, nobody can give me the beating my dad gave to me, right? That would make sense for Sean Strickland, but no, he's getting all pissed off. He's like, you don't talk about my childhood trauma. Like, why not? Like, does he really not understand that? I feel like Sean Strickland is secretly kind of trying to change people's opinions about him a little bit. Now Sean Strickland is this warrior for people with childhood trauma. That's the only thing I can make sense of it, because it really doesn't make sense, because Sean Strickland, he does look like, well, he is a little bit on the crazy side. He has common sense, right? Kind of. He's got to have enough common sense to realize that he's throwing stones from a glass house over here. It doesn't make sense. Why would you condemn what Ian Garry's saying? Why would you condemn anything about what Dricus du Plessis is saying when you have no problem making fun of somebody who just died with their family? That might have been Colby Covington with Matt Hughes, but regardless, Sean will talk about anybody, right? Didn't he go after O'Malley's wife too? Israel Adesanya with the dog? He'll go after everybody, but God forbid somebody come after him. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous to me. The only thing that I could possibly think about is Sean Strickland's trying to change his image a little bit. That's the only thing I can think of. If he goes to another press conference and starts diving in personally to these fighters again, then I don't even know what to say after that, because that just brings it to a whole new level. At least that would make sense if he's trying to change his image. Maybe he won't go too deep into people's wives anymore. Maybe. I don't think that's the case, but it's possible. And again, I'm ultimately fine with all of this trash talk. I want to upload a video diving into the specifics of what exactly is too far, but I'm of the opinion that there really is no limits. I find it all kind of funny. I find it really funny when Colby Covington gets super ultra personal with people. Dricus du Plessis, Sean Strickland, whoever's doing it. I find it funny. That's just me though. But man, it's so hypocritical to get upset at somebody talking about your personal trauma when you have no problem going into other people's personal trauma. This is where I'll leave it up to you guys, though. I want to know what you think about this situation. What do you think about Sean Strickland throwing stones from the glass house? What do you think about Ian Garry? Do you think Ian Garry, or Ian Garry's wife, ended up with a W in this situation? Let me know down below, guys. Let me know what you think about the entire situation of trash talk. I will be uploading a video soon, diving into what exactly is too far. And I'd love to know your opinion about all of this down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video on the screen right now. If you'd like to continue watching the Clenbat channel, there'll be 2 videos on screen for you to check out. I will see you either there or in the next video, everybody. Take care.